Good morning, freshmen. Can I get a good morning back? I can't hear you. Yeah, I know it's really early, and I want to thank each and every one of you for your patience. And you came really early, I know, but let's just have a good start to today. So y'all will be wondering, what am I doing here and what is today going to be all about? So we are here for the freshman welcome of the School of Social Sciences 2025. Yay! All right, so I am Reshma Subramaniam. You can call me Ray for short. I am a Year 3 Public Policy and Global Affairs student, the outgoing chairperson of the Public Policy Global Affairs Subclub as well. So I'll be seeing some of you guys later today as well. So I'm not sure what the clan and all of you guys are here, like what the clan names and all of that. I'm not part of orientation this year. But today, more about academics, you're also going to be finding out a little bit more about student life, what clubs we have over here at SSS. So it's not just about studying every single day. So let me take you through the program flow for today. So we're going to have the welcome speech by Chair Professor Echo, followed by our academic talk by Prof. Chia, and then all things student life related by Prof. Walid, who is the Assistant Chair of Students. And last but not least, we have our Triple S Club President Address for the student club activities. So without further ado, let me bring Prof. Echo to the stage so he can address all of you guys. Let's give him a hand.
Okay, so good morning, everyone. Yeah. Good morning. Okay, thank you very much. Okay, so welcome to the School of Social Sciences. I'm sure you have been here for a few days, having all the orientations and all those activities, and you start to get to know around you and getting familiar with the buildings and how to get to certain buildings. Okay, so today, I think, is the official day, so to mark the beginning of an exciting chapter of your life. You'll be spending 4 years with us, School of Social Sciences, here at NTU. And I'm very happy and honored to be here to share this moment with all of you, okay? So, but first thing first, I want to congratulate you for your admissions to the School of Social Sciences NTU. So you are among the select few who have earned a place in SSS. So I think you should be very proud of yourself. So I want you to give a big round of applause to all of you. Okay? Yeah, and then let me ask you, who are from economics? Economics and public policy, economics and psychology, double major, economics and data science. Anything about economics? So I'm also from economics. I'm a professor in economics. So if you are in your year 3 or year 4, and if you take course behavioral economics, you will see me there. So I'll be teaching behavioral economics. Those from psychology. Very few? There should be more, right? Okay. So sociology, public policy and global affairs, and all the other double major programs, psychology, biological science, and PPE. Very important degree, PPE. ECDS. No? No one from East? Yeah, thank you. I see some of you there. Okay, so whatever major you are going to be in, you have chosen, I just want to assure you that being in the School of Social Sciences, social science is a wonderful subject. You are stepping into a field that has the potential to shape societies, influence policies, and impact life. So this is something that you will always have to remember. So when I entered these rooms, I was a bit shocked at the beginning because the room is so big but doesn't seem to be full. And I thought that there are many of you coming to SSS. And then I realized that the capacity of the room is actually 1,000, more than 1,000 seats. So, and there are a lot of you, but because the room is so big, I mean, it gives an impression that SSS is not really big. Okay? So I think that's teach us something interesting. That is, the way you see things depends on the context where you are in. So I hope throughout the 4 years of your life here, you will be able to gain a lot of experience, something useful for you, for your future. So for that, let me just give you a brief things about SSS, and I'd like to give you some advice that hopefully can be useful for you when you spend your time here with us, okay? So I said earlier, by going to SSS, you step into a field that has the potential to shape societies, influence policy, and impact life. So have you all known about this SSS identity? I think you will learn more as you go on with your study in SSS. So we would like to have you have these three identity characteristics. I want you all to be intellectually curious, but at the same time you have empathy and compassion, and also socially conscious. Okay? So I would like to give you some advice. Okay? So I hope this will be useful for you and something that you will remember. So first thing first, I want you to embrace intellectual curiosity. So what do I mean by that? University is not just about acquiring knowledge. It's also about cultivating curiosity. So I would like to encourage you to take subjects, modules, beyond the modules prescribed for your major. So expand your horizon, learn something new. Learn something that is not only in the textbook that you have, but also think about how to connect what you learn with the real world, okay? And also remember, don't just learn to prepare for the exams. And I know this in Singapore because from primary school, you have always been told that you will have to collect all the past year papers and then practice the past year paper. So everything becomes just in order to do well in the exams. I know that is important, but that's not the only thing. So because you're going to miss something useful if you just focus on facing exam. I have a very interesting story that I would like to share with you. This happened several years back. So it happens to my wife. My wife took a driving lessons at Bukit Batok driving lessons there. That's the near to our place. So, and she booked several schedules to be having practice lessons with the driving instructors. And after booking several practice lessons, she realized that all of these bookings always during the day, when everything is bright. So, one day, while she was having driving lessons with the instructor next to her, so she was asking the instructor, I think I would like to book some night driving lessons so that I would know how to drive under different conditions, not only always during the day. But you know what the driving instructor said? The driving instructor said, what for? Useless, no need. And then my wife was very confused and asked, why? Because the driving test, the final driving test, is always held during the day. Why would you learn something driving at night? It's useless. You see, there is something there which I find it very interesting. And that's perhaps something that is deeply rooted in Singapore. That is, you study because you know that you have to prepare for the exams. And you forget that there are a lot of things that are more useful rather than solely focusing on the exam. I know that that's important too, but I think you're going to miss something else that is very useful if you always talk about thinking about exams. So I want you to expand your horizon. Think about other activities or taking lessons from other subjects, other majors that would be useful for you. Second, get involved beyond the classroom. While your academics are important, the experience you gain outside the classroom, that's going to be equally valuable. So engage with the students' club. I know that we have SSS club, so I want you to participate in SSS clubs. And we have a lot of activities. And every now and then we have lunches with professors. So for all SSS students, I hope you come to those lunches with professor and meet with your professor, getting to know better your professor, and your professor getting to know better of you. Okay? So you will see later on that we have a lineup of activities, including the sport day as well, where faculty, admin staff, and you all students are invited to participate and play some games. So for fun, but also importantly, to create bonding within the School of Social Sciences. So all this will be useful. So you need to get involved beyond the classroom. The third one, I want you to balance freedom with responsibility. So you have a lot of freedoms that are very different from your time at JC or Poly, where you probably stay at home, and many of you will be staying in the hall. So you have a lot of freedom there. But you should always remember that you need to balance the freedom with responsibility, being responsible to managing your time and priorities. You still need to remember that the reason why you're at the university is because you study and you want to get the degree. That's important. So, at the same time, you need to get involved beyond the classroom. You need to juggle all of this. So you need to be able to maintain your priority, knows what needs to be done first. So balance freedom with responsibility. Okay? Now, the next one, I think this is very important. This is about cultivating resilience. So throughout your 4 years, there will be times when you face challenges. And resilience is the key to overcoming obstacles. So I would like to encourage you to not worry about setbacks. Be positive, knowing that setbacks will be something that will hone you, that something that will shape you, and you become more resilient and you are able to overcome difficulties. Okay? And you become more positive about life. So you know that if you put your mind and effort on it, you'll be able to do it. So let me give you a little story. I'll try to, I'm not a good drawer. I cannot draw very well. So I use ChatGPT here. So what do you see here? I see a row of elephants here. And there is a trainer nearby. And all the elephants are actually tied with a rope. Small rope, actually, not a big rope. If you think about it, the elephants are so big. If they want, they can just break the ropes and escape. But they don't do that. So there was someone passing by, and this person was so puzzled with it. How is it possible that the rope is so small, the elephants could easily break the rope, but these big elephants, these giant elephants, didn't want to do that? So being curious, he saw the trainer there. So he approaches the trainer and asks, I'm curious, why are these big elephants, they didn't have any intentions to break the rope? And the trainer say, oh, it's very easy. You know what? Since these elephants were baby, we always tied this elephant with this small rope. So when the elephant growing up, they are conditioned to think that these small ropes are going to bind them, so they will not be able to break this small rope, without knowing that they have become big. And if they are big, they can easily break the rope. But because they are preconditions from the beginning on to think that they cannot do it. As a result, they don't even want to try. So that's very important. So throughout your 4 years, you'll face setbacks. But you always have to remember and think positively. Be more, in a way, thinking forwards and knowing that if you put your mind and effort, no matter how difficult it is, at least you feel a bit better. At least you have tried. Okay? So resilience is something that is important, and I want you to think about that. Now the last one, I want you to maximize your university experience. Your time at the university is finite, limited. 4 years. Could be a little bit longer or shorter than that, but by a bit. Engage with your professor. Participate in discussions. Make connections with your peers. Build friendship and relationship. So all these are very important. So you have plenty of opportunity in your 4 years' times here with us in SSS. So I want you to all remember this. Maximize your university experience. Okay? So finally, I'll just show you these pictures. I mean, I guess you'll say, oh, I'm going to ask you a cliche questions, whether this glass is half empty or half full. No, that's not the question that I'm going to ask. I'm going to ask you about the following questions. How heavy is this glass? What is the weight of this glass? How heavy it is? Well, here's the important things that you should remember. How heavy this glass actually does not only depend on the quantity of water inside the glass, but how long you hold the glass. If you hold the glass only for 5 minutes, easy peasy, it's not heavy at all. But if you hold it for 20 minutes, 30 minutes, after a while, you feel a little bit tingling sensations. If you hold it for 1 hour, 2 hours, you start getting numb. If you hold it for the whole day, you feel that the glass is super heavy. That should be something that you should always remember. Your experience 4 years in life, you face difficulties, you face problems, you face challenges, but you need to open up. Don't hold it within you. Try to solve it yourself. Think about your friends and things about the university will provide helps for you. So mental well-being is important. So don't only keep it with you. Share with others. Let your professor know any difficulty that you have, and we'll be very happy to help you all. Okay, that's it. So those are the advice, and I hope you enjoy your life, your 4 years of your time here in SSS, and I hope to see you more. Thank you.